Okay, hello, welcome back to another day of playing Strange Antiquities. We will be continuing off from where we left off from last time, which should be day 2 in game, which is also what you can see in our load screen here. So let's just dive right into it. Alright, so day 2 is a Friday in game. Oh yeah, and we got this card, which I'm assuming is a hint for a new location of an antique. So maybe we should do that. Or we should check in the map to see if we can explore for this new location. Something I do want to mention is that I think you can see down at the bottom left corner, we have this like explore option. And I don't think there's like any limit to the amount of times we can try to explore for a new object. So I think we can just directly try it out. And nice. We get our like objects that we have on our table down at this at the bottom. So we can just pick up this card to take a look at it. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So he escaped from the prison. I think we want to look for a prison in the key on the right. Let me see. Prison. Yeah, the old jail. I think that's the only value we have here that's corresponding to like a prison or a jail. So we start at building 10, which is right here. And I like how if you hover your mouse or cursor over like the square, like the building plot, it like tells you what it is, so we can like super duper check that this is indeed the old jail. Anyway, ran northwest, and for just to make sure, to check that we are indeed oriented in the direction we think we are oriented in, we have north pointing up, so northwest should be like this direction, if you can see the way my cursor is moving. So we're gonna do that, except actually, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say maybe we should like calculate how the prisoner should have like moved via like the roads, but I think that would be us overthinking things. So instead we should just go directly northwest, and we want to go to the first building we go to. So I think it's this one. Yes. Don't know if you can see like the little Steam achievement thing, but we did solve our first clue card. Alright, the dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Alright. So, we got this rock and this claw. Okay. You know, for a lot of these things, I'm wondering if, like, for instance, this object that we just got and this hand over here, like, is the base of the object or an antique, is that, like, real? Or is it just, like, some sort of, like, statue made to look creepy for the effects or anything? Anyway, let's pet our cat. What a cutie. Okay. And we'll take our first customer. Oh, wait, we know this person from Strange Horticulture. She was here before, and she helped us tackle like the big bad, like creepy, I forgot the name of the monster, but the monster we ended up defeating, which is pretty cool. I love to see how like games made by the same creators and end up being like connected or interconnected with each other. I feel like that's always a really nice touch, especially for people who have played like the other games. Or game, I guess, singular in this case. Anyway, I have totally overlooked what she was saying, so let me read what she said real quick. All right. Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of the bed. No, you're a cool old lady. What are you talking about? You have the guts. Anyway, these ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is this like an actual book we can use? Oh, it is. Okay. I don't think we need it. Oh, wait. Was she talking about me? Thaumaturgy? Because I'm the apprentice that Eli left. Wait, how do I get out of this? Oh, okay. Let me put it here. Yeah, okay. Because I think I don't currently see a use for this book, so I'm going to keep the actual like artifact guide book here. I'm gonna go to the table of contents. But yeah, so let's just take our next customer. Hopefully, this is a customer. And not just like an acquaintance or friend. Okay, I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Okay. Horned shackle? Right here. Oh, okay. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example, and on the right, an example of an elaborate horn shackle. So we want something with horns, but as I've come to figure out from last time, rings, or they were asking for like some sort of snake ring, but it ended up not being a ring you put on your finger. It's just meant like ring as in the object was of a circular shape. So I think just to be on the safe side, we don't exactly have to find something that immediately matches or exactly matches what's shown or what you might initially think of. So instead we should go based off of the clues in like the text on the left side. So I'm thinking horns, and I immediately see this object up here. But let me check to see if there's anything else that's like some sort of totem or maybe a pendant with horns. Okay, and not this. I'm thinking more of like bull horns. Yeah. Okay, we can't access anything in here, so that's not really of help. This one is horn, but I don't think so. Oh, this is a horn too. Okay, so what can we do? I think if we right click on the object, we get to take a look at it. Rigid. Okay. I don't think that's what we want, because the book said that it's like worn smooth. The horns are worn smooth over the years. How about this one? Hard and somewhat rough. Cool. Okay. Wait, actually, I don't think this is it. Okay. Yeah, we want the horns to be smooth. Oh, this one is clay. Okay, never mind. You know what? Let's not judge. Let's actually take a look. Maybe this one? Wait, it's okay. Polished. Maybe? I feel like it isn't though. Are these horns? No, this is the warm. No, I don't think that's it. Pointy. Textured. Okay, nothing over here. This part feels smooth. It's rough and pitted. This part feels smooth. Okay, I think this is it. because the rest of it is like rough, but just the horns, like this part feels smooth to touch. And none of the other ones had like such a difference between like the body of the object and the horn part. So I want to say that this is it. Let me just see if there's anything else. I have nothing to remark. Wood. Yeah, okay. Maybe I think this is it. Amazing. Yeah, you can see that this is definitely not in the shape of a bull like the image was suggesting. This is actually a goat or something like that. So yeah, we kind of can't just base our guesses off of the images in the book. But all right, glad we were able to figure that out. What? Oh, right. More pages of the book. Okay. All right, next customer, or oh, this is the postman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay, wait, I did get a letter. Okay. Let us see. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. For the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Okay. I did notice a farm. Yeah, because it's the first thing in the key in the map. So let's go ahead and go there. Okay. The scent of damp hay lingers in the air as crows pick at the muddy ground between weathered stone barns. The farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before What? Wait. Let me finish reading that. Offering little more than a nod before turning back to his work. I don't think I'll find anything useful here. Wait, but didn't the letter just say that I was definitely gonna find something? Oops, not the book. I meant the letter. Yeah, come to the farm and it's yours. John Royston. Oh. Okay, my bad. I was so excited to see Greywick Farm at the top that I did not notice. And I even made this check with the jail. But there's more than just one farm. For instance, at the bottom, number 30 is Royston Farm. And we know that the letter said it was from John Royston. So we want to go to this farm, not the first one. Okay, so this is plot number 30. Yeah, Royston Farm. Okay, John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Okay, oh, wait, that's actually kind of interesting. Like, the common people of Undermere seem to understand more about these artifacts and antiques than they do about plants. Because, like, you can tell how John, the farmer, or, like, the owner of his farm, he, like, knows the value of the object. I don't know. I find that kind of interesting. I feel like... Yeah. Because before, I think we went to this boat or like shipyard, and then the guy that we met there didn't really understand the value, or at least didn't really have a need for the object that he had, so he just like offered it to us. Anyway, a little bird that you can hang somewhere, maybe like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Okay, let's take our next customer. Julia Braddock. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. And I think Jupiter is the name of our cat. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark, on important business, no doubt. Yes. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clambrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Okay. Wait, yeah. What if, like, Okay, wait, before I continue what I was trying to say, let me put this letter away into the archive. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, what if like the premise of the whole situation or of this shop is that Jupiter the cat is the one who's like getting us all of these artifacts, other than whoa, talking is hard today, other than the ones that we get from like letters and acquaintances and people just like offering them to us. Like what if like the majority of the objects came from Jupiter like splunking on his own? That would be kind of cute. But anyway, I think what was it, moon something? Oh lord, I don't see moon anything. Moon heart. Yeah, I don't see that. You sure that's... Oh, maybe it's like a different name for something. Moon heart. Maybe this one? Selenic? Like I think that's like another reference for the moon. Yeah, okay. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. Oh, okay. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. And it's an owl. Okay. Wait, I just thought of something. I think what's special about this book is that we now have an index at the back, and I'm curious to see if moon heart will get us anything. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I could have gone to the index and started to look for moon heart there, and that would have pointed me to Selenic totem. But anyway, guess we didn't need to do that. Okay, so back to the actual like clues. We're looking for something that has a connection to the night or the moon, and the image on the right has an owl, and I'm pretty sure we had an owl totem. Yeah. Oops, my bad. It's polished. I have nothing to remark. Oh, look, I am overcome by a warm, loving emotion, and this is our like findings based in inner perception. So like that's how we feel like mentally, I guess. And you can see, and if you remember in the description of the moon heart, it sort of like helps you recollect like another person's feelings, or maybe your own in like another time. So I feel like this is it, and it's an owl, and like its ears are like the pointy parts sort of forms the shape of a moon, or like a crescent moon at the top here. So I think this is it. Awesome. Selenic totem clues. Oh, and I think I forgot to read the clues for the previous object, the one with the horns. But anyway, let me read it for this object. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Yeah, this like top part. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Yep. Cool. Next customer. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's no friend of yours. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is definitely not a friend. Anymore, at least. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure that never happens again? Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Wait, I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, and my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. And, looks like I can give her Binding Seed or Leia? Or is that Zaya? Guess we'll know once we open the book. But I wanted to say, I guess this is the sort of stuff you have to do when you don't, or I'm assuming that there isn't like a lot of technology during this time period in Undermere. So you can't just like install a camera or something to like make sure that you can like catch the culprit in action. But yeah. It's kind of funny how her response, instead of like confronting her friend or ex-friend, is to like leave another thing out for her to like steal. Or him. I don't know if... Oh yeah, there her friend is, or her ex-friend is a she. Alright, Binding Seed or Zaya Leia. Okay, let's go look for them. Okay, so it's Zaya, not Leia. Okay, let's take a look at Binding Seed first, since that comes first in the alphabet. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the Mentic and the Wizik. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. The mind and the body. Wait, Wysick? Wysick? That sounds better, yeah. Okay, the winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Oh, okay. Wait. It's a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame? I feel like that is pretty good, but what if her friend slash ex-friend doesn't have an ounce of guilt or shame in her actions? Like maybe she feels like she's justified in some sort of sense. And then this, like the binding seed would have no way of like actually becoming a punishment. I don't know. I feel like that's not the best option here. But let's just take a look at Zaya and see if that's a better choice for us. Oh, we don't even get a... Or wait. Is that a image? Oh, maybe it is. Okay, never mind. Alright, Zaya. Worn around the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of a single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. So this instills a sense of fear and paranoia. About what, though? Wait, actually, this is kind of tricky. I would personally want to go with Zaya more because I feel like there's no way to go wrong with this. Like, it's definitely going to instill a sense of fear or paranoia in the thief. But there's also the second line, which is they can be difficult to remove. And I'm thinking, like that just feels kind of creepy to me. Like, yeah, I want to punish the thief, but no, I don't want it to be difficult to remove, because then what? Like, what happens then? Is there some sort of, like, mental blocker that prevents the user to remove the necklace? Or is there something, like, physically stopping them from removing it? Anyway, let's take a look at Binding Seed again. It amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. You know what? I'm gonna give our customer Binding Seed, if we have it, that is. Hopefully we do. And I'm gonna hope that the thief has some sort of guilt or shame in their actions. Hopefully they do. I mean, they should, right? Let me see. Stealing jewelry. Yeah, especially since one of them was a gift from her late grandmother. I feel like there's no reason for the thief to steal this, other than for the sake of stealing. Right? Okay. Let me go back. So it's a seed in the center, and around it is a winding path. Or at least that's the hint. Wait, my bad. Let me go back to see if there's any clue about the material. Two distinct materials. Okay, but no hints on the actual materials being used. Okay. Oh, like this? Color composition. Dark wood, yew perhaps, and a stone. Yeah. Rough and gnarled. I have nothing to remark. I don't like how this makes me feel. Yeah. Especially if you have like any sort of like mildly negative emotions, I feel like this object would make you feel like some way. Anyway, yeah, let's try this. Let's try the Binding Seed. Or at least I think this is what it is. Cool. The item is made of two materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. Yes, this is Binding Seed. Hopefully our actions are good, or at least we're on the right path toward some sort of overall positive ending. Okay, this new customer is saying, they found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a libula to see us safely through. Oh, okay. Libula's the item he wants. Yeah. Okay, I feel like eyes completely black. Like that's bad, obviously. But I feel like because he is mentioning like stuff about the raven, or like the flock of ravens around that house, I don't know why I immediately thought of like eyes being pecked out by the birds. Sorry, this is so like morbid and gross, but because like he said, okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's just give him the item. I don't want to go too far down this path, but yeah, okay. Libula. Libulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Okay. So I like how there's like this sort of underlying sense of science going on with these objects. It's like they're not just there because people have like believed in them for a long time. Like there's some aspect into designing these objects that make them have the power that they do. But anyway, an imbuement of wisdom. Oh, also something else to note. I think this was the same page that we got for the object that started with a Z. So I think this just means it's a blank page. Like there's no drawing. It's just like the pattern of the page itself. Maybe. Wait, let me just make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, Libula. Anyway, because they mentioned thaumaturge and imbuement of wisdom, I have a feeling that now is the time for us to take a look at this book. We want something like... Wait, oops. I already forgot. Wisdom. Yeah, okay. So we want wisdom. So like a two-pronged crown almost. Is that it? Yeah, okay. So we want something with this symbol. Yes. Okay. So a two-pronged crown. Oh, like this one? Okay. Let me go back and... Wait, let me first close... Wait, can I close this book? Can I, like... Oop, that was not it. Okay, there we go. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, no mentions of the material, no mentions of any sort of like feelings or emotions you're supposed to have once you touch the object. So I'm just gonna check to see if there's anything else, and I don't think so, so I think this is it. But we can take a look. It's bronze. There's raised detailing. I have nothing to remark about the scent or sound, and I have nothing to remark about inner perception. Yeah, but this is the only object that has that two-pronged crown shape. So yeah. Okay, that was it. Yeah, the item bears a symbol of wisdom. And I'm now noticing that a lot of the other objects have like symbols too. Like, yeah, okay. Oh, that's it for the day. Let's end there. All right. A deep pain radiated down the side of the writer's head where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Let me remind myself of what this story is about. by reading the first one again. A black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. So this guy is like traveling and he hurt himself with a diverging hook. And I'm assuming he could probably get some help once he reached like the nearest town/city. Yeah, okay. Let's just continue. What? Oh yeah, I remember. Last time we had to do something like this too, where we needed to draw like an object. Or like a shape. Or pattern. I kind of forgot what we drew last time, but I remember it was pretty elaborate. But yeah. Okay. Oh, it's the back of a card. I see. Continue. Wait. Never mind. I don't think that's what we drew last time. Or at least, I don't think what we did last time led to a card. Maybe it led to something else. Anyway, this looks like a hint to a new object. And I feel like if we could match the pattern of these, like, edges of, like, buildings/blocks, we can determine which one is the shaded one. So let's try to do that. But I'm wondering, it might not be in the same orientation as the card. So let's look for something that's like a... Yeah, I don't think I can even describe this. But okay. I thought about this at first, since you see like this little like thing that sticks out. But I don't think this is it. Ooh, wait, maybe this one? Wait, I'm like you have to like flip it. Wait, no, I don't think it's it though. Oh, how about this one at the bottom right here? Yeah, if we ignore this block at the end, just take into account these two. It's like one, and then we got this little blip, and then another blip. And then we got this thing that goes inside. And then out here, tiny little blip. And then like deep groove. Okay, I think this is it. Down at the bottom. And unfortunately, I can't just directly select this middle block. Like if I have to select it, I'm selecting this whole like half of the piece. So like in the paper or in the card, it's like this half, this top half. Hopefully I'm choosing the right place. Yeah, that was right. Okay. There is a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Ooh, treasures plural. Are we getting more than one object? Ooh, yeah, we got two. Kind of creepy how they just like popped up out of the chest. Whoa, okay, I did not mean to go that far, but I guess that's fine. Let's take our next customer. Oh, she has scratch marks on her face. Good afternoon, no, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. That's alright. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford? It seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Okay. Either way, I'm hopeful and evocant will have some effect. Alright, and that's the object we're looking for. Also nice, now we know the name of the guy who, whose eyes turned black. Mr. Hungerford. I don't think that was a customer of ours. So yeah, hopefully nothing we gave him led to this. Evocant. right here. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. Oh. Isn't this like a... Oh, not exactly the same, but I was thinking about like in Egyptian mythology, where like when you die and you're like in the afterlife, like someone like measures your heart to see if it's as light as a feather. Basically like saying like they're trying to like weigh your guilt or like your sins almost, to see if you haven't sinned that much, then your heart should hopefully be light as a feather. But yeah, interesting how like we're measuring hearts here. Yeah, kind of gross. All right, the truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. Wait. Are pounds used outside of the US? I feel like shouldn't people be using the metric units? Yeah. Well, I'm familiar with this unit, so I guess we're all good here. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Oh, okay. Wait, draw who out? Draw the heart out? Draw the soul out? Okay. But we're looking for an object that needs to be exactly 1 pound. And as you might have noticed, I've been dragging this out around a lot because I keep forgetting what's behind this little panel. And I am now pretty certain that these are weights. Except I'm not really sure how we weigh these things. I don't see yeah, my bad. Right here. So let's put the 1 pound object on, or like the 1 pound weight on the right. And then we want to put our other object on the left to see if it weighs exactly the same. Let me go back to the page. It's a stone item. Okay. And, okay, I know the diagram had, or like depicted a heart, but I don't think that it has to be a heart, if that makes sense. It just needs to be stone. So like this one, wait. Huge, no, that's a gemstone. I don't think that's what we want. We want it to be like fully stone. Something like this, maybe? Stone, okay. Let me see if there's anything else before I immediately... What's this? Iron. Nope. Wait, what did it just say? Oh, it's not Russ's blood. Alright. Yeah, no, because this is stone, but there's also a fossilized creature. So, I don't think that's what we want. What about this one? That's gold and this is stone. Okay. So, honestly, wait, oops, there's one more thing. Stone. Red paint, or perhaps blood. How about this? This doesn't look like... yeah, bronze. Okay. I think it's this. This is the only thing that's, like, fully stone. Like, this one, it's pretty stony, but there's also some paint or blood on it. Oh my god, look. Our cat is looking at our cursor. Okay. Let me try this out. Try weighing it. Wait, okay, wow, I suck at this. Yes. Oh, no. Look, it doesn't weigh exactly 1 pound. Also, I just realized that there might be stuff behind this door, but just as I was saying that and opened the cabinet again, I don't think either of these are stone, so, yeah. Okay, maybe this then? Because it's like, close enough. Oops, okay, wow. Wow, okay. Yes. Wait, how do I do this? It's kind of hard to get... oh, never mind. You have to wait for it to click. Oh, look, this one is exactly 1 pound. And yeah, it's basically stone with some stuff on it, but like the main material, or like the original like, base of it is stone only. So I think this is it. And let me put that weight back so we don't lose it. And let me go back to the window. Oh, wow. My bad. I didn't mean to click the bell. I meant to click use item. And yeah, I think that's it. The item is made of stone. Weighing the item using my scales show that it is exactly 1 pound. Cool. Okay. Alright. And we'll take our next customer. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. How so? I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. Oh no. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Cool. One shield charm coming right up, if I can find it first. But yeah, shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms can make Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Yeah, because it's like a generic charm, so you wouldn't want to like make it super expensive. Okay. Oh wait, my bad. So we need protection, and I'm assuming this book will now come in handy. I mean, it already has, but anyway, and we want protection. So 2 squares that are like on its corners, so diagonal squares, and they overlap. Okay. Oh wait, look. I guess we've carved it into our table. Oh, and we've carved it like where the customers come in. So maybe it's like protection from the customers, like assurance that they won't like be angry and like yell at us if we give them the wrong thing. Maybe. Anyway, I see something with the symbol that we want. A cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter. And bone yellowed white, brown fabric of some sort, and that's it. Okay. Engraved detailing, rough fabric. Nothing to remark on the scent or sound. Nothing to remark on the perception. But yeah, especially if you'll notice how like, whoa, no, not that. Back to the color and composition of this object. It like tells you that it's a cheap metal. Also, I'm kind of noticing right at this bottom corner here, it looks like the bone was chipped off. So yeah, super cheap, super generic kind of charm with the shape / symbol that we want. I think this is it. Awesome. This pendant has a symbol of protection. Yes. Okay. And we got 2 new pages in the book. Alright, we'll take our next customer. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? Yeah, that's fair. It was hanging over an old shed all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. Please draw a good map. There. Okay. No, my good sir, what is this? Wait, actually that might not be too bad. Hold on. What? I'm like looking for a like a pond of this shape, and I'm not seeing it. So my friend, are you sure this is a good map? Oh wait, right here, at the very top. It's kind of skewed, but this is kind of that shape. Wait, but I don't get it. Why would it be like this? Hold on. Let me see if there's anything else. This seems to be a church though, so that's what we want. I see another church at the bottom, but I don't think it's it because... Oh wait, no, this is it. Wait. I don't want to speak too fast, but I feel like it was it because of the trees surrounding the church. But you'll notice how there isn't any like pond nearby of this exact shape. Like maybe like right here. If you like tilt this whole thing like, okay, yeah, I can't rotate objects, but like you see how there's like this little block right around this pond, and then there's this other block right here that like kind of matches, right? And this is like there's like a little bump right here in this block of buildings there's also like a bump right here in this little like part. So maybe this is it. We want to go to this part. But honestly, yeah, this map sucks. It's not super accurate. But also what sort of gave it away that we're not looking at this top church right over here is because of the roads. Like, you'll see how like the pond is like pretty high up, but like here it's not. It's like at the bottom of this grid almost, while here we have like the perfect roads the way the diagram has them, or like the map has them, and also like this road here too. Anyway, all of that was just to say that I think we should go to this block. Cool. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Oh, so we got two things. Nice. Cool. Can we hang them? Yeah. Cool. Nice. Wait, let me move this up here so there's more space for these objects. And I think we can take our next customer. Or wait, before we do that, let me clean up my desk. Put this book away. Put this into the archives. Let's open the book, go to the table of contents, and take our next customer while we pet our cat. Oh, it's Verona again. Okay. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. Oh yeah, we just got the doctor as our customer earlier. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oceanic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. Maybe the ravens are like a method for whatever bad thing needs to like become physically like manifested. Yeah, that's just a guess though. Continuing to read her messages or her text. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a Vesiger, whatever this is. We don't want it spreading. True. Vesiger, alright. A Vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Wait, what? Flames burn pale blue in their presence. Do we have a candle? We do. Okay, awesome. Is prevents spread of disease. Oh, that sucks. That's the only hint we have. So we just gotta test it. Nope. Oops. Don't wanna wait, actually, let me do a little bit of inventory ordering. Let me move the stuff that we've already identified up at the top. I did this for strange horticulture as well. But this way we won't have to like keep looking at it and think that one of the items already identified is an item we might want. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, right here. Okay. Let me check if there's anything on the right, and nope. Oh, just kidding. This one. Yeah, that squeezes in. Okay. Again, we're looking for an object that makes flames turn blue when near. Move the plant over a little. Oh, oops. I did not mean to do that. No. Okay, that's better. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's go to the left. Oh, look. When it's close by, it turns blue. Awesome. Okay. I think this is it. But let me just quickly check if the book said anything else. Can be used to prevent the spread of disease. Flames burn bright blue. Okay, yeah. I think that's it. Here you go. Using a candle, I am able to confirm that flames burn blue in its presence. Cool. And we got a new page in the book. Let me go over there and move this up. Oh, and that was it for the day. Okay. Alright. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn into horror. Oh, is this where the dude got his head impaled by the object? Yeah, don't go, like, exploring, like, creepy places. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh. Okay. It's a little hard or tricky to navigate this object. Or this little flame. Oh, it's a symmetric thing. That's nice. Just kidding. It's a key. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Lock spelled with an E. Alright, it's day 4, which is a Sunday. It's 9:52, meaning that I have 8 minutes left before the scheduled end of stream. I think we can power through this day. Let's just try it out. Yeah, okay, let's go explore. We're looking for lock and key. Okay, so I already see Lock House, Keystone Manor. Okay, 7, Keystone Manor. Wait, awesome. Wait, I was buried behind Lock and Key, so like here? Yeah, cool. That's a cute way to have the hint be. Anyway, a large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Oh, are these the two people who were like traveling in like the time between days? Because you remember how like one of the guys was like riding his horse to try to get and like seek help for his impaled head. Yeah. All right. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Nice drawing. All right. Oh, that is, yeah. But it doesn't look sharp, so maybe that wasn't the item that hurt the guy. Anyway, let's take our customer. First customer of the day. Well, the shop is still standing. Oh wait, this is our master, Eli. Yeah, he's like the official owner of the shop. Anyway, that's something. Hey, that's mean. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. Yeah. I leave for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Cool. Thank you. Let's just put that like here. Okay, and let's take our next customer. Hello. I'm not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. Oh, okay, wait, sorry, before I get excited. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? I was gonna say why I said, oh, so excited like that is because isn't this the, you remember that lady who came in earlier and she asked about, like her ex-friend or friend or whoever who was like stealing her pendants and necklaces? And then we had the choice between two objects, and then we ended up giving this one like a something seed or something like that. Looks like she did wear it. She did steal and wear it, and now at least it looks like she wants to become a better person. So I'm glad we made the right decision. Yeah, binding seed, this one. Okay, sorry, let me see. What did she want? Help me banish my inner demons, makes changes stick this time. Okay, think this is a good hint for us to use our index. We're looking for a change. Horn shackle libula. Anything else? Yeah, let's just check. Horn shackle, change in one's life. And the libula, offer reassurance. Wait, might it be this one? Horn shackle? Hold on, let me read this again. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Yes, okay. So, I think, yeah, horn shackle. Here you go. The item has horns. Okay, wait, we've read this. Yeah. Cool. I like this new index aspect of the book. It's very helpful. Oh, and this is the doctor. The evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. Oh, the guy is still alive. Okay, it's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. Yeah, you go. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Is this something to help you, like, not sleep? Like, give you the effects of sleeping without you actually sleeping? Yeah, I don't think that's going to be helpful. Sleep vessel. Or, like, beneficial to your body. Alright, the 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalmic disciplines. Selenic, Draidic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wishic, and Mentic. All words that are hard to pronounce. Thank you. They help people to stay awake beyond their natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Okay, so we're looking for something with 6 points? Wait, isn't that what he just gave me? Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Something with 6... Oh, like this? Bronze. Cool to the touch and engraved symbols in the middle. I have nothing to remark. Sense of crackling energy flickers it. Okay, I think this is it. But let me just go down to my table to check. Yeah, help people to stay awake. Oh my goodness. That was not the item. My bad. 6 points. This one? But the other one said energy. That's what tipped me off. Anyway. Weathered. Nothing to remark. Oh, well, that's not helpful. We're still looking for something with 6 points. 6 points. 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. It has an energy about it. I have nothing to remark. Is this it? I really don't think it is, though. Wait, let me go back. I know the hint said other stuff, like the 6 thalmic disciplines. Wait, actually, let me just quickly check. So, yeah, that's not that helpful. Because none of these objects have all of these, like circles and squares and triangles. Oops, my bad. Let me go back. Yeah, I don't think this is it. 6 points. Let's just try this. If we mess up, we mess up. Boo boo. But yeah, we did mess up. Okay. 6 points. Yeah, this really felt like it. 6 points. Guess that wasn't it though. And we need energy. It should give you energy. Yeah. Wait, did we have anything else behind? Oh no, these are just the weights. 6 points, and we need energy. How about this one? Gold, green porcelain, nothing to remark. This one? Nothing to remark. Oops. Nothing to remark. 6 points. This one? No. My heart feels lighter. Nah, yeah, we don't need that. I have nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Huh. I'm gonna ask for a hint. I'm looking for a 6-pointed item. That's what I just looked for, but none of them worked. Right? Or is there more? Oh wait, we do have this. Wait, what's here? What's this? Yeah, nope, that's definitely not it. 6-pointed item. Yeah, let me ask for another hint. 6-pointed item, anything that feels difficult to handle? Is this 6-pointed? No. Okay, I feel like none of these are it. Something that's 6-pointed and feels difficult to handle. Yeah. That's what I thought at first, but I guess that wasn't it. Let me ask for another one. Oh wait, that's it. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But this is definitely not 6-pointed. How about this one? Makes my heart feel lighter. Wait, we tried this one. Yeah, I remember. Nothing is behind this. What was this again? Makes my heart feel lighter? That doesn't feel right though. Oh, what about this one? Sense of foreboding. That doesn't feel right either. We did this one, and we also did, like the creepy one down here. And honestly, I can't see anything else that's 6-pointed that might make you, like, stay awake. Which is frustrating. Nothing here, right? Yeah, no. And we can't open this one. Not that I see anything 6-pointed back here. Wait, what's this? Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, honestly, this is the only other 6-pointed thing. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't the item. Okay. Deep fear has taken root. I must break hold. I must break the hold it has over me. Wait, what? Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. What? Oh, I guess our cat is trying to help us. That's so cute. Click a dice to unlock it. Or to lock or unlock it. Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, is the cat like a... I was gonna say, is the cat like an free-for-all? Break the seal before it breaks your mind. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe we do need to lock the cat. Perfect. We can do this. Bank it. Alright, we won the dice game. Let's continue. Okay, so we're back to this. Alright. I really don't know what the object is. Is there anything hiding behind this plant? Nope. I think we're at past time, so I do want to stop here. Hopefully, this game auto saves. Let me see if it does. I think it does. So yeah, back. So I think I'm gonna stop it here. I really don't know what this object is. I might do some more digging behind the scenes. I really do think it's either this object that I'm holding right now or this one, because only these two are 6-pointed. And honestly, I really thought it was this one, because if you use inner perception, it tells you that you feel an energy crackling throughout the object. But I guess it really wasn't. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but I think this is where I'm gonna stop for today. I will pick this up tomorrow, since tomorrow is another weekend day. So yeah, thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.